Being thankful for all that is good in your life is easy. The tough part is being thankful about those things that may have not been so happy, that may have been bad in your life. Some of the things that maybe you've even had to let it go.
Welcome to the Licensed to Live show, where professionals, doctors, champions, VIPs, attorneys, and those in public office discover strategies that help you restart and gain what is lost when you find yourself accused. If another has doubted your integrity, questioned your credentials, or caused your actions to come under scrutiny, you are in the right place. On the other hand, if you have never felt the knot in the pit of your stomach when legal papers are served, the heartbreak of disappointing your family when the lock clicks shut on handcuffs, or had to appear before a board of review, then be aware, the longer you serve, the more likely you are to find yourself under the microscope of those who judge. Prepare yourself for this uncomfortable possibility. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jarrett Patton.
Welcome to this episode of Licensed to Live. My name is Dr. Jarrett, and I'm your host for our journey together today and every day you choose to listen to this show. If you or anyone you know has been dissed by the healthcare system, please invite them to join us along this journey. Just go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere you get podcasts and subscribe to the Licensed to Live show. While you are there, please rate this episode and give me honest feedback so I make sure that I provide you with the most up-to-date information about career and life changes. When I say dissed, I mean disengaged. Like, this medicine thing is not what it's cracked up to be. Too much paperwork, too many administrators telling me how to practice, or I don't have enough time with my patients. Dissatisfied, like, I just don't feel like I'm living up to my full potential. This career simply isn't fulfilling. Disgruntled, like, being doctor has taken too much of my life away. I am in debt up to my eyeballs, and I am upset because my work life is too full and my real life is left barren. Or disenfranchised, like I was when I had my medical license temporarily suspended. This show is not for those physicians who are happy and fulfilled in their clinical career or who have never had a setback in life. If you are in this category, please tell a friend to listen to this show. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season to be grateful, to be thankful, and there are a lot of things to be thankful. There are many more things that you may think that you wouldn't be thankful about, but maybe you should be. This episode is all about gratitude. What am I thankful for? Oh, well, the list is really too long to even go through here. It would take probably several hours if I really took the time to name everything in life that I'm thankful for. But this time of year, people are often thankful for big, broad categories of things, and I'm no exception. Of course, I'm thankful for my wife, my children, my grandson, my parents, my sister, my extended family. I'm thankful for my friends, those that have your back especially. And I'm thankful for my fake friends, the ones that have showed their true colors. But not only that, I'm really thankful for my health. And I'm good enough shape as I'm in for the shape I'm in, or something like that. You know, I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head, that there's food in my belly. I'm able to feed my kids. I'm thankful for the coaches that have made me a better person. But being thankful for all that is good in your life is easy. The tough part is being thankful about those things that may have not been so happy, that may have been bad in your life. Some of the things that maybe you've even had to let it go.
Oh no, not another test.
So for me, I thank the Board of Medicine for giving me a crash course degree from this School of Hard Knocks on administrative law. In fact, if it weren't for the board, I never would have known some of the things I know about the medical boards and how they operate. Hospital systems. And hospital systems taught me, although some hard knocks along the way, they taught me that, well, it's often business and not personal. And that's a lesson that I've been able to take and spread to others, because a lot of times, and if you remember back in the episode with Dr. Ian Wilson, we talked about the business of medicine versus the practice of medicine. And oftentimes we are so focused on the practice of medicine because, well, that's what we train for. We forget about the business of medicine, and we forget about all of the business practices that are around you, which can lead to hiring and firing and gaining privileges or losing privileges, and a whole cast of other options that go on in the everyday operation of a hospital and hospital system. I'm even also thankful for the criminal justice system.
Oh, no. Judgment.
It too showed me that, well, it's a broken system and you do have to prove your innocence. And it gave me a different opinion on a lot of things that can happen, because it can be tough in that system as well. So I'm thankful for a lot of things, and often we focus on the things that are good in our life, but there are reasons we should be thankful for the things that weren't so good in our life either. And in fact, the things that weren't so good on our life can be equally as influential over who we are today. So we can't discount those types of things, because it's easy to just maybe forgive and forget or let it go. And you've heard me say time and time again on this podcast to let it go. Sometimes you just have to let things go. But it doesn't mean that you haven't learned a lesson from them. It doesn't mean that you potentially were harmed in some sort of way, because you really could have been. And it doesn't mean that you won't rise again and come back even stronger because of these episodes. And because of a few of these things that I've mentioned in this episode, I am the person that I am today. And I am thankful for that, because these series of events in my life showed me an entirely different pathway to success, to being able to help others, and to be able to do things on a level that I never would have dreamed of before.
The comeback.
So if it weren't for the bad that comes along with life, I wouldn't have as much good. I wouldn't have so many blessings. I wouldn't have so many positive things in my life today. So remember, if you are in a tough time, particularly if it's surrounding your career, you should take the time to be thankful for these tough times, because it is molding you. It is changing you. It is getting ready for that next level of you. You will be ready to take on new challenges, take on new heights. And I promise you, it won't be now, but it may be someday that you'll be able to look back on some of those bad events in your life and be thankful for them, because they changed you for the better.
Licensed to live.
Remember, fire starters, if you or anyone you know has been dissed, disengaged, dissatisfied, disgruntled, or disenfranchised with their career, please invite them to join us along this journey. Simply go to your favorite podcast distributor and subscribe to Licensed to Live. And while you're there, please rate this episode and give me honest feedback so I can make sure I provide you with the most up-to-date information about career challenges and life changes. See you next time.
No matter how disheartening the moment of accusation sounds, how deep the pain of immobilization stabs, or how bleak your future looks, no one can take away your license to live. Keep Dr. Jarrett's expertise handy and unlock your future. Go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or another podcast player and subscribe right now to Licensed to Live. See you next time.